Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to another Rich Buddies live show edition of Talking Watches. Thanks for joining. I think this is episode 163. And we got my our usual co-host friend, Bud the Stud, who's going to join us today. And we're going to talk about watches. I did send a invite out to the big guy, to the Watch Wrangler. I think he said he might join us, so we'll see if
Hey guys, how's it going?
Honors. Hey, what's up, bud? You looking good? Nice and fresh. How you doing?
Just got back. Hey, Decon. I'm just looking at the chat here. Hey, hey, EP. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live show. And if you're watching the recorded show, welcome as well. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We're going to talk about the Rolex watches today, the Rolex 2023 releases. We haven't had a look at those together on here yet. Hell, it's been 3 months since we've live streamed. So,
wow.
So this gives us a lot to look at, I guess.
That's a long time. I didn't realize we went that long. But
welcome,
here's to everybody.
What's up,
Twisted Tea?
What's up, EP? How are you? Loose Tooth. How's it going? No, I haven't gotten my my 3 watches that are on hold. I'm still waiting for them, so they'll come in due time. My Omega Snoopy is anticipated to be the next one to be delivered. They told me it won't be that much longer, so we'll see what gives.
Hey, Loose Tooth, how you doing? So here's a weird deal. So this is this is the day, right?
Oh, look at that beauty!
It's a platinum.
That's like the circuit watch, right?
I mean, it's supposed to be the top of the line day right there. It's got the diamonds.
That's it.
The metal,
that's the
pave
diamond.
That's the pave diamond, all that stuff. Which I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I don't know if I liked the blue, the ice blue better with the baguettes. I had that, and I had my dealer call me and wanted to trade back in for it, but. Here was a weird deal, right?
Congratulations, bud. That's for all of you who are watching and maybe don't know, but that's the king of all watches right here, man. I mean, you got this one pretty much stacks up next to the Daytona Rainbow.
Yes.
It's probably the only thing that would compare to this watch, in my opinion. There's a couple of gem beauties that Rolex comes out with, GMT wise, but this is
I don't know about the Rainbow, but definitely the Daytona Platinum, definitely that. But,
for sure.
But look at my arm.
What do you mean? What's up?
I don't know if you can see, but I've got a little bit of not a rash. No, it's more of a black and blue mark, and it's because this thing is so heavy.
Oh,
Way heavier than the Daytona. So I just wanted to show
gotcha.
that to people because if you're thinking about it, think
It's not
about
a
that.
good daily watch.
Right, it's not a good, and I'm sure my arm would get, if I wore it daily, I'm sure my wrist would get used to that. But I mean, that's how heavy. I wear a watch every single day, and that thing, I've never had a black and blue mark like
Isn't
that.
that
So
amazing? Everybody give Bud a hand for that beautiful accumulation right here. Look at that.
I do like the blue sapphires.
That is that is a Grail watch of all Grail watches of anything you can possibly dream of in this world. That is definitely the beauty. She is a beauty. That's a beauty right there. What's up, Rancher? Welcome. How are you?
Not much. So, Bud, I'm sorry, Miss. Show me.
Hey, Rancher, what's happening?
Pave
Let's see.
dial day date.
Nice.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, hell yeah.
Platinum.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's literally the heaviest, so much so that I've got a black and blue mark. I've wore it for like 36 hours, and I know you can't see it here, but I've got, and I put it on like the WhatsApp group deal, though, but I've got a black and blue mark.
Wow.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that watch, was it 2 or 3 years ago? They increased the size on that case, did they not?
This is a 40. So, but
They went
what they
up and down. They did, right? So what is that one? That's a 40.
That's a 40, but it's got the fluted bezel, which is the new thing. So the platinums never used to have the 40 or the
fluted bezel.
The fluted bezel. So that's,
what's your guys' take on that? I love it, in my opinion.
I love it.
Yeah, outstanding. And actually, Bud, you're always been a hell of a guy, and I'm really happy you got it.
No, thank you, Rancher. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Bud has always been a really standout member of the community. He's been just a solid, good guy. He's like Dr. BBW, except not quite as crazy-ish.
Well, I'm having a few drinks tonight, so we'll see what happens,
Yeah,
but no, the Rancher just got the watch that he was part of making or part of designing, and that's if you come on tonight, Rancher, that's what I was going to talk about. Was he literally had a part in designing that watch? So how do you not wear that watch every single day? You know what I mean?
Well, that would be literally that would be. I was thinking about that. That would because the close personal association with it. That'd be the last one to go, I guess.
Right, definitely. But to me, it'd be the first one that I grab as well. So,
well, not to mention legibility is off the charts, but the winding it's just like you learn just to wind it a little bit, because if I take it out, I'm trying not to be selfish, and so if I don't wind it up, it gives other people the opportunity to wind it as well, and just watch the expression, at first confusion, and then amazement on their faces just by winding the watch.
So it's automatic, right? Is that what it is? It's automatic?
No, it's manual wind. It's manual wind.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
But the wind is so smooth. It's like,
I remember you telling me that. Yeah, it was like the smoothest wind you ever seen, right? Or the smoothest wind out of any watch you've ever had.
Took it to the local AD, the Rolex AD, and the guy just came back from advanced Rolex this and advanced Rolex that. So I picked it up and he started winding it, and you got like a quarter turn. He stopped and he literally, his head swiveled around. And he looked at me. His eyes got real big and his mouth opened. He carefully put it down. He went in the back, and then he got the gloves out and put the gloves on, and then started.
And started to investigate.
And the biggest loop I've ever seen in my life. And just
So that's a 40. What are the other options they've got now? Is it 40 in day date? Is that what we're looking at on
what's current?
36.
I think. Yeah, they got 36, right? Yeah, besides the 40, they got 36. So they make everything. I don't know about this dial, but pretty much they make the ice blue and all that, and 36. And
Now, as
usually,
far as the 2023, they only came out with new 36s, right? There were no new 40s, right?
Hey, Deacon.
no 40s. No, because they still got 40s that are sitting waiting, and they can't. You know, they got people waiting for the last year's green and gold dial.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, I think they only came out with 36, some brand new 36 millimeters.
36 got some nice stone dials.
Since we're both wearing presidents today, I figure maybe we should start with those, huh?
Yeah.
Guys, you'll have to excuse me. I have an early, and I know I said I'd come on, so I'd come on and say hi and thanks, and hey, no hard feelings, and Rich Buddy is no beefs whatsoever, and thanks. And I'm going to start getting ready and going to bed.
Okay, I got you, Rancher. Okay,
we're
cool.
2 hours.
Join us next time. I'm going to try to do these more often, buddy.
Absolutely.
Good talking to you, Rancher.
Likewise. Rich Buddy, keep in mind we're 2 hours ahead and 20 years behind.
I know. I didn't even think you would come on at all. Okay, see ya.
Hey, Craig, how you doing?
Let me see if I
the 36 came out with some really, really big time watches this year. The Rolex 36s to me was really good. One of them was green. One of them was orange. They're stone dials. They've got like a, I don't want to say glitter because I'm sure it's not, but they've got like a flavoring to them, and that watch right there is amazing. And I can't watch if I get invited to the VIP deal. I can't wait to see that watch in person. So
yeah,
that thing is fantastic. So usually like June is when they do the VIP deal, but see the glittering on that.
I wasn't sure if the glittering was part of the watch or that was just some Photoshop they did on the watch. Is that really part of the dial?
Yeah, yes. On the green one, 100%. The orange one doesn't have it. I think that's just strictly the green. You see it again there.
Yeah. That looks pretty nice. I like that.
But I've noticed on the 36s lately, they're mostly putting diamond dials on the 36s. So if you're going to get a specialty dial like them three right there, you're going to have to get the diamond dial. There's no regular bezel. And I don't even know if they went to a fluted bezel on them or what, but very hard to find them without it.
Okay. I want to say that the green one to me looks like it might be a lady's watch.
Yeah,
so
I like that one. I like the ice blue tracks.
I like that tiger eye.
And I like the orange one. Yes. So to me, it goes kind of the blue, then the tiger eye, then the green. But that tiger eye, it would just have to be if you got there and they was both sitting there. It would just have to be because the tiger eye I think is a white gold. That is yellow gold.
There's a yellow one right there.
So to just be.
See that yellow one right here on the screen?
So.
But then again, like with the diamond bezel effect, that's more like if you're a man in Dubai, that's how I feel with this watch. I'd love that without the diamond bezel, boy, even a smooth bezel would look pretty cool on this,
Yes, that would look. And that dial to me, that orange dial is very nice, and I really all three of them, I love them all. I agree. They couldn't go wrong with all them dials.
No, I'm with you on that. They brought back that old school. Those were the old day dates that I used to be in love with. Remember when I used to do shows on these watches? The old day dates.
And I feel like they're basically saying, okay, America, you're not the only ones that likes 40s. Here's this many people that likes 36, that still likes 36, and we're gonna show you by putting our best foot forward on the 36. That's what I think they're doing, but I'm not 100% sure, but I mean that's where they obviously put their time and their effort this year was in the 36. So, which is kind of weird because in the OP dial they went a different way. So it's a bigger watch, but to me, they was looking like, okay, we're going to get people to buy 36 again. And see, I love that. That's white. I don't know if that's white gold or platinum, that blue dial, but I think that's beautiful.
I love it too, the turquoise.
Yeah, that's some kind of stone, obviously, but and I know the orange is some kind of stone, so it's beautiful as well. So, how do you beat that right there? How do you beat that? The end of Caesar diamond.
Imagine if that was just a straight day date with none of the diamonds setting at all. That would be
Right.
solid too, wouldn't it be solid?
Yep. Oh, absolutely. No diamonds whatsoever. Yep, absolutely. So I would definitely be all for. Really, I just don't think they missed this year. I think this is their best year in a while. I mean, they really stepped up to everybody this year, I think. But I mean, Patek done a good job too.
What do you think's the greatest thing about the Rolex President watch? Why it's held its,
So I was talking to the Prophet the other day, Richard Prophet, and to me, I mean, if you're a man of some type of stature and you want to show something off, you can wear pretty much any Patek you want, and the only person that's going to know what it is a watch person. If you wear a Rolex, then anybody who knows anything about anything knows that you're wearing a Rolex. So that's the difference to me between Rolex and Patek. And I know there's a lot of other watches in between that are probably better than both of them, but Rolex just, that's it. It's the Michael Jordan of the watch community, I think.
I mean, I truly enjoy the President in itself. I mean, so put yours up because this is a good comparison of a 36 versus the 40. So mine's a 36.
And honestly, the 36 I've seen on a couple people lately, the 36 almost looks better because if you see mine, it's a little heavy. It's a little, yours looks good. Just,
I've lost weight, so it's been dangling a little bit too.
But my 36 Datejust, I mean, I love as long as it fits good, which unfortunately the day they don't really care about micro adjusting.
My favorite.
But I mean, as long as it fits you right, like yours does, right there. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And so that's why I think the best new watch is the GMT, the gold GMT, because it's the most like old school, but at the same time, it's the most like the day.
That's your favorite new watch, the solid
That's
gold.
my favorite new watch.
GMT.
I'm going for that.
I agree
yes.
with the. It's got a Jubilee bracelet too, doesn't it?
You know what it reminds me of? It's gold Jubilee, and it's a GMT, but it reminds me of the Rocky III sub when he brought his wife in to buy the the subs that him and her got, and he bought a black one, and it was a black sub. And I mean, it's kind of vintage with the new, solid link bracelet all the way around. I think that's going to steal the year once people start to get them. I think that's the best looking watch. But that's a great looking. I mean, how can you beat these dates? They're unbelievable.
43,000.
That orange date's unbelievable. Then you go to
44 with the diamonds.
That's because I think.
Look at this one. So did you have this one as an option, or did you think about this one versus the one you got? This is exactly like yours, right? Except the color variation, right?
Oh, that's got the little bit of rainbow. Yeah. No. No, I never had that option. This is what came in. This was my option. I had the blue, and I had the blue for 2 days, and then they called me back and they said, "Do you want to trade the blue in for this?"
Right.
So, but Which I know the deal. They get to resell the blue for whatever they want after that when they trade it with me. So, but yes, I think this lineup right here is amazing.
It's
I
amazing.
think it's the best that Rolex has ever
this
done.
36 millimeter lineup. Look at the
great.
green.
Then that's the green from last year. That's like and then you got.
That's a special green right there, bud. You don't see that green in most green watches. That's like a
no, you don't see it very.
You know what that is? That's a casino velvet green. You know.
Yep, and
it's
actually, what
very
do they
alludes
call
to money.
that?
It really alludes to money, doesn't it?
Yep. I think that's a fantastic watch. It's the not the Odium. It starts with an O. And all them watches right there, they got that O in front of them.
Now, this one, bud, I'm not a fan of the earth metals all so much. I'm very, very particular. So as a matter of fact,
I always like the earth metals, as you know. So yeah, I like that. But yeah,
one of the only ones that I'm getting, my first earth metal watch, really, indeed, is the FP Jordan Havana Platinum with the brown Havana chocolate dial. That's a real earth metal variation. You know what I mean? And this one, I'm in love with this one.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
But what I want to try to do on this one, for example, is imagine to me like the Havana Platinum I ordered with FP Jordan.
Right.
I want to see this on the white gold bracelet with this color dial right here. You think I can do that?
So what are you looking for? I was reading the comments.
This one right here.
In white gold?
Yeah, with the white gold bracelet.
That would be great. One? Yeah, I love that dial. So
let me see how I can make that. Wouldn't that be?
That dial is amazing. I don't even know if they. Yeah, I don't even know if they let you do it.
They might do it. So let's look back here. Are all of these in yellow gold only?
Well, that's the thing. Is the new dials like the green is yellow gold. The orange is rose gold, and the other one is either white. The blue one is white gold or platinum. But maybe you can switch them out. I don't know, but that's all I've seen.
All right. Hell, we might just be talking about day dates and nothing else tonight.
Right. Yeah, because that's how many there is. Yes.
Yeah. We love day dates, so we don't want to skimp on this topic. We love day dates, right?
No, and I like. Yep, I love it. I like that. Just the plain white dial to me is just you can't wear nothing better.
And you know what else it looks like it too? Not only did they come out with these brilliant releases, but it looks like Rolex completely revamped their website from what I take it here.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, at the same time they redone the website. Yep.
Okay, that dark brown, or was it a dark gray dial that I liked right now?
I would have called it like a rhodium chocolate almost, but yeah.
You think that would be in white gold or platinum bracelet? More than likely white gold, huh?
If you can get it white gold, if you can get it out of the normal, which was I think they had it on yellow gold, I think it would have to go to platinum to get it. I don't know, but they're doing so much with the 36. Like this one right here. Okay. If you switch to that.
So this is right the 36. There. This is all the dials available in 36 white gold right here.
And that blue is stunning in person. I mean, that is
wow.
Just oh man, that's unbelievable. That right there is unbelievable. So if you're a guy that just wants something that's
okay, they've had this blue though, mind you, out for at least a couple of years. Am I correct?
Yes, they call it what do they call this? They call this
this watch in particular. This watch that we're looking at exactly has been out because when I went to Rolex a couple of years ago, there was one that has sort of like an enamel blue dial, and I told them if you can get me, they had it there in the shop, and I said if you can get me that one, that's the one I want. I'll buy it right now. 36, and it was like an enamel blue dial. And this is the one they said they could get me. They said they couldn't get me the other one with that old enamel blue dial. So I didn't pull the trigger on this one because it was stunning. The other one I'm talking about,
They have a name for this, but when you see the pictures, do not do that justice because. And I even think that pink one would be amazing if you've seen it in person, which I didn't even know they had the Tiffany blue there. But
Oh, this
what
one's
is
in white
that?
gold. Look at this
Is
one. The
that that's
rainbow
okay?
Ave is in white gold.
The rainbows and white gold. Okay, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, for me, that blue one right there or the other blue one would be. I like both of the blue ones.
And look what's interesting is that for these white gold 36s, only a couple of them don't have diamonds. The first two, is that right? You see that?
Right.
But all the
That's
others
like
have specific diamond variations. It doesn't look like you can get away from the diamond numerals on some of these as well.
I think they're doing that specifically to say, like the ones without the diamonds, I don't think you would see very many of them. So I think they're basically saying, here's what we got. This is what we want to see being worn, and I think them 5 or 6 dials are going to be more popular
And you
than
know,
anything. I think like that blue and the Tiffany, or the blue and the pink, I think are going to be very, very popular.
You know what's interesting?
Because there's going to be certain people for it. You know,
I as much as I love the diamond Roman numerals on these two watches, I think that those were made to attract the female watch wearers.
women,
and I think that also is exemplified by the fact that they chose it in the pink and maybe even the turquoise to put them on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, and the turquoise I could see going either way, but that pink is. I didn't want to say it, but that's strictly towards. Because whenever I see the Roman numeral in diamonds, I always think that gears towards the women. Just the watches that I've seen, because my wife has 2 of them, and they both have the Roman numeral, and they both have the diamonds.
Right.
You know, so.
And you know what's interesting is look at how they went to that rainbow at the end. Are they trying to make a statement? Like, you know,
right.
That's sort of.
Yeah. That's been there for a little while. Yeah. So they kind of on their way down, they kind of make it. They kind of make it pretty obvious, you know. So. But I don't see a mother of pearl in there anymore either. There's no mother of pearl in the 36,
mop.
right?
Is this a mop right here? Right here. Here you go. White mother of pearl.
Oh, there you go. So
which is good.
There's that.
They gotta have. They always have mother of pearl, right, bud?
They always have it because I thought for a second is that meteorite or is that what? But look at that! Wow, when you just brought that back up, that gold with the dark dial, I just love that.
Yeah, look, they're calling it dark gray. See that?
Is that what they call it? Where's
yellow gold with dark gray? Here we go, right here.
I'm surprised they didn't put like rhodium in there. Yeah. See, it's kind of a gray chocolate. I love it. It's a great color. I just don't know what to call it. Yeah, that's a great watch right there. That's fantastic.
Dark gray,
and that's I like the dark colors.
The baguettes.
That's a good one.
That's
a really nice watch.
Can you imagine it in white gold though, or in platinum? Okay, let's see. So in date, let's go back. Right. New watches 2023, and then there's I want to go back to date.
And then Craig, they're geared towards women, but they're also geared towards smaller men, which not just like Ventinier or Chinese or whatever, you know, they're geared toward guys with smaller wrists, which I have a smaller wrist, so it's geared towards Bud Light influences. So, but yeah.
You know what
I do, and also Bud Light influences as well, but
I think people jump to the larger watch automatically a lot of times without really thinking about it.
I think the AD pushes them that way. Yeah.
When in fact their wrist is really only capable of handling a 36 in most cases when it comes to something like a day date, and they want to, somebody wants to feel like they're 6'5" when they're not. I mean, hey, I used to be 6 foot. I shrunk an inch, so I'm 5'11" now, and the 36 fits me perfectly as far as a day date goes. I'm not sure if I would enjoy a 40 president. Will I get one day? I don't know, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying that I think a president should be more comfortable, and it really better feel comfortable for you if you're going to, in my opinion.
It shouldn't leave you with a black and blue mark, I can tell you that. But my 36 date just is perfectly fit to me, and so this actually is a little bit big, and I love it. It's not going nowhere now that I got it, but the 36 is dead. See that right there? That's got like a 3-year waiting list for VIPs.
Wow.
And that's last year's watch.
And that's the one I asked him for the last time I talked to my guy.
Yeah, and I, as supposedly a VIP, I'm supposed to get one this year, and I want that, but I don't think it's going to happen. I ain't going to lie. They're not really. And now Rolex is saying that you're getting 2-3 watches a year, no more, no more deals, no more things. So last year I actually only got the Lefty GMT, and then this spring I got this watch off them. So it's really been tough to, I know it's tough all the time, but I mean, they definitely are. I see people saying that they're putting out 10% more watches. They're doing this, that, and the other. But when you walk in there, they still tell you, no, sorry, I'll take your name. But, unless they know you, they don't want to talk to you. So it's weird. I don't know where they're selling their watches at, because they're not even selling them to VIPs, So, but that watch to me was last year's hit right there. I think that's a great watch.
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of watch, right? It was all over the Masters when the Masters was on. I think that's a great watch, but I haven't got it yet, so I don't know. Haven't even seen it yet. And what's weird is, so 2 years ago when they done the VIP thing, they allowed the VIPs to choose a watch that night to buy and take home with them. Last year, he knew as soon as I seen it, I wanted that watch. And as soon as I got there, I was very disappointed because they said, you cannot buy a watch tonight. You can look at everything that we got. You can look at everything that we got, but you cannot take nothing home. And I brought both of my kids with me, both of my sons, and I was kind of disappointed. I was really disappointed.
From beating someone up, huh? I do that sometimes.
Oh my God, I wanted to kill somebody. It was just like, are you kidding me?
The boys in the car, so I don't beat anybody up today.
Right. So it was a good thing the 12-year-old was there, because I was pretty upset. So yeah, we left there, and it was good to see the new watches, and I had pictures and everything. But yeah, I was pissed off. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. So it's like, why don't you guys stay consistent? Why don't you sell us a watch every year at the event, or don't? Don't do it 1 year and then make me think next year I'm getting one of these new watches. So it's, but the day dates are, they're unbelievable. They really are. There's no other watch like it, I don't think. And I don't care if it's 36 or 40. Or the day date 2 that was, I think, 41 inches.
Look at there it is again.
Yeah, right. There's a different version.
In rose gold, it looks like it, huh? But I don't think they have rose gold. Is it just the lighting? Because I
think they got it in rose gold. That almost though looked like it had a leather strap with it. But
let me go to the day dates here, the whole day date section, and let's take a look how they got this going. They don't just have them listed.
No, it's kind of weird. I was on there for a little bit. It's kind of weird how they're doing it. There's the new, not the new, but there's the day basically with the Fuda bezel.
Right. Okay, there must be a different way to call them up here. Date. All models right here. There we go.
There you go. And see, they don't even keep it regular here. In other words, there's a 40 beside a 36.
It's nice, so they got it labeled new model, so we can know which one is the new. And it looks like all the 36. There's a 40 new model, right?
Which one?
Do you have that 40 platinum right there also? No. Do you?
I had it in blue. Yes, I did. I had it in blue. And then 2 days later, they called me and said, "Do you want to trade in the blue for this one?" And honestly, and it had the baguettes and it had the fluted bezel, and I loved it. And it was like a cash grab or like just a quick thing. So I brought them back in the blue one, and I took this one, the ice blue. So I don't know. I don't know if I made a mistake or not, but
there's that brown, I think, or in the rose gold.
That brown, yeah.
They call it Ever Rose Gold.
You'd think they'd give an Ever Rose, and then what's the color of the dial? They say.
Let's see. Oh, there's a green version too. That looks sharp. Oh, this is chocolate dial. It's not that other one.
And what kind of indices does it have? Oh, okay.
Chocolate. Look at that olive green. Looks pretty sharp.
Is that the anniversary olive green that's been out for a couple of years? I think that's been out for a couple of years. But I've never seen one in person. That's nice.
That's hard to get as well, right?
Yep.
Oh, I like that Eisenkeisel dial.
The Eisenkeisel.
Yeah.
You know, I bought that for my wife in a 36.
That is gorgeous.
That's one of the watches that I had to leave the AD.
Look at that, $52,000, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, which makes me feel better because I paid $55,000 for that watch.
Wow.
So, yeah, I paid over. That was secondhand.
So you're paying for the stone?
You're paying for the stone, and it's just such a. I mean, you just don't ever see it. So you're paying to have the.
That's the best brown right there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get something for, hey, William Rizzo, how you doing?
That's amazing. And I would take that 36 or 40. I mean, geez.
Yes. Wow. Well, here's the difference. In 36, that watch comes with the Roman numerals and then them diamonds.
Right.
In the 40, it comes in baguettes. So it really just depends on what you like there.
Okay. Let me tell you something else that this watch has that's an ideally special option. Okay. Notice that it has, and this is only they don't do this anymore, and they did it on this watch. The date is surrounded by gold. Do you see that?
No, did they wrap it in gold? Yeah, no, I hadn't noticed that. Yeah,
it's wrapped in gold.
And there you go.
Wow. Like my bluesy.
You're the only person that notices that stuff. Like like your bluesy wrapped around the date.
Yeah, look, none of these are wrapped in gold. None of them. So let's scan through them.
Wow.
And see which one isn't wrapped in gold. Just the Eisenkeisel.
Especially on this small screen. Wow. It's hard to. Yeah, it's amazing that you've seen that.
It's the only one. And let's see if we go forward.
It changes.
Yeah, just the pave dial is just the pave dial is also that way.
You see that pave dial? So the pave dial I seen there at last year's show, and it was a yellow gold, not the rose gold, but it was a yellow gold, and it was $100,000, which is about what this watch that I have is.
Okay.
So how do you have the same exact watch almost? This one's platinum, the other one was yellow gold, and they're both right at the same price line. I don't get it.
Just maybe just because the price the price difference in price increases over a couple of years or year to year?
I just think they feel like it's our diamonds, it's our gold, and it's just as good as our platinum. Or
yeah,
I don't know, but they I was shocked to see actually the yellow gold pave was more. It was $5,000 more than what I paid for this. I couldn't believe it.
you know, it all has to do with all the handcrafting that's involved in this watch,
Right.
probably.
Everything that goes involved. Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I think. Yeah, that's why I think when they get to them in pieces, I think that's why they say call or market price, because it's actually about $10,000 more than the Daytona with the same stuff, you know. So I mean, which not the pave Daytona, but the Daytona with the baguettes.
So the Eisenkeisel is does this one go for more
Yes,
than 52,000?
that goes for a premium over the regular day. Yes, I think it's like $10,000 more than what the other ones are. So, but I mean, it's if you've ever seen one, I can go get my wife's, but it's hard to see on the phone, especially my phone is so small. But if I had a camera like you do, it's really amazing. You know, the cuts in it, the stone, the way that it cuts and stuff, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go get it. You want me to go get it? Let me go get it.
Yeah.
Give me a second
sure.
here. I'll go get it. Take me 2 seconds. Hold on. Turn this up. Sorry. I just got back, guys, so I just literally just walked in an hour before.
Gosh, the days are just incredible. What an incredible lineup from Rolex.
It's in the fucking safe. All right, hold on a second.
They've really improved
yes,
their lineup dramatically this year.
Well, in my mind, they're trying to take away from all the attention the Daytonas are getting. You know, the Day was their premium line, you know. And let me get this here. Sorry, guys, I left everything in the safe.
It's okay. We're just scrolling through day dates here. Oh, good gracious. Look at this one. Oh, mackerel. You know, this is a new style. This is definitely a new style here. And this has those the diamond chips in the dial like you liked on the green.
Yeah.
But look at this, how they have the diamond bracelet on the president. Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Oh, so this is a crystallized stone. I thought it was actually diamond chips inside the.
Oh, is that what it is? Crystallized? Okay.
It's crystallized stone, green aventurine stone. But what's really incredible on it, so I like that, but what's really incredible is the bracelet.
Right.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, it goes all the way around. Yeah.
All the way around. Wow.
Can you imagine the flash that would give you?
Yes.
Walking into a place. I mean,
crazy watch.
Here's my wife's, and it's very hard to see. I apologize for my camera, guys, but
oh no, it's actually really good. We're seeing it really good.
Is it good?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a 40?
That's a 36.
Oh man. Wow, it looks big. Imagine a 40, how big the 40 is, guys. Wow.
The way you tell, right, with the baguettes, yeah, it's because this one has Roman numerals, and then the 6 and the 9 are diamond.
And the other one is not. On the 40, it's not.
The 40, it's all
It's all
baguettes.
baguettes.
And and I don't even know if you can see the veins
You
that's
can.
in that stone or not.
You totally can see them, yeah. It's gorgeous. Now, wow, and this one costs the same as the other one, as a 40 still?
Well, I had to go out. This is the only watch that I have that's personal that I've had to go out and pay extra money. I could not get it from my AD.
Yeah, I know, I'm with you.
I could not get this from my AD. I went back and I paid, but I paid like 10 grand what I thought was over. Then I wound up finding out this thing was 10 grand over in the first place. So, like, I paid 56 or 55, and this thing's like 52 from the AD, and it might have went up this year. I got it last year, so.
Now notice your framed gold window on that watch.
Right.
It's got it on this one. I'm telling you, that's not on many of the watches anymore.
And my wife, she doesn't even like watches, but then when she sees something she likes, this is the one that she had to have. So I was like, oh, fuck me, you got to have this one. And, because if she'd have picked anything else, I could have got it,
Right.
But she had to pick the Eisenkaisel. So, but yeah, I mean, here's my 36 right here, and I love this, and especially since I just had it serviced. This is the what's the serial killer movie? American Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
This thing fits me like a glove. It's a two-tone just from like the 90s.
That's one of your first Rolexes.
Yep, that is my first Rolex right there. And I love it, and especially since they done the service. They actually took 2 more links out.
Fits you nice.
It fits perfect. So you cannot tell me that the 36 dates, which are more bulky and better, you know what I mean? You can't tell me that they,
No, you see that size dial, that size case fits nicely on your wrist, on the top side of your wrist, because the top side of our wrist is smaller than the rest of our wrist, so it fits nice. Yeah.
Right. I think it's a mental thing that we're all
That's
going
what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
The bigger cases.
We jump to the larger case, and it just, and a lot, but there is some justification in the fact that it doesn't cost much more for the 40 than it does the 36. And you're getting more gold, a bigger watch.
Well, that's true.
That is true, though, too. So there's an element to that. And at the same time, there are some features that are desirable in the 36 that you can't get in the 40s that will lead you to getting a 36, and vice versa. Like if you want the Eisenkaisel watch with baguette diamonds instead of the quote unquote ladies numerals, then you have to go to 40. So I guess
Hey, Sod, how you doing? Hey, Tough Love. William, what's retail on which watch? Reply to me there so I can tell you. But yeah, no, it's
the Pave. He's probably asking me about the Pave. That's the only thing I would think of.
Retail on it's 89 plus tax. If that's the one you were talking about. So 91.
With the platinum?
Almost 92. Yeah, with the platinum one. Yeah, you're right. Almost 92. So I just and I had that new stone with the white curve that went underneath it, and I just didn't. I can't believe that watch didn't take off. But I mean, it's just crazy how some of them just take off and then other ones don't. And but now you've got just a list of. To me, you go to the date lineup and you can buy any watch that you're looking for right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
With exception to some of the special dials, right? That's about it.
Right. And the Prophet just got a new watch, and I'm not going to say it because He sent me a picture of it, and I think he's probably making a video on it, so I don't want to talk about it. But he brought up a whole new watch that I haven't even seen yet. It was rose gold and rose gold day date, and so I hadn't even seen that one yet, and it was amazing. So there's so many different versions for people.
There's a meteorite, but it's got diamond set bezel.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that bezel with that.
Well, honestly, the meteorite, just if you remember, I had the meteorite Pepsi. It was very hard to read, as far as I can read this at night at 3 o'clock in the morning if I got to use the bathroom. The Pepsi with the platinum or with the meteorite bezel, I could not read that if the sun hit it one way or the other. So there's a lot of personal preferences that I think go into this stuff, and you got whoever's in, Switzerland trying to figure out what 10 million people want or 10 billion people want,
Yeah.
So I think they've done a pretty good job on what they've done here lately. They've got a lot of nice day dates sitting there.
For sure. There's that day date 40 in Pave dial. So you're basically saying the retail on that's $90,000.
Is it Pave or is it the ice blue?
The Pave dial there on the right.
The Pave is 89 plus tax.
Yeah.
It's 89 plus tax, and then the blue is 10 grand less.
Look at this one. They've got the 36 in the rainbow Pave, but it's also got the diamond bracelet. Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, the 36 all to me have had diamonds. I don't know if it's because it's the smaller size. They're putting the diamonds on everything and they're trying to get more money or what, but all the 36s seem to have diamonds nowadays.
You know what? That's a big statement by Rolex to say, hey, aftermarket diamond interested buyers, come to us instead of going to the aftermarket and messing up the Rolex watches. What do you think about that?
I remember 10 years ago when people did not care if they had aftermarket diamonds, and now they care. So, yes, they have done what they wanted to do. People do not want aftermarket diamonds anymore. They want Rolex diamonds. They want, factory diamonds. That's the way I see it.
Ooh, I like this one right here in the middle. That's one of my favorite ones right here, bud. This one right here. That is sharp.
That's what I'm wearing. But that's white gold. So that's the thing that people tell me is that why did you buy the platinum version of what's already there in white gold?
But yours doesn't have the two blue sapphires, right?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. Oh, get the heck out of here. It does, really?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Oh, good God. Your watch is absolutely the grail of all grails of Rolexes then, brother.
So you can get it.
I didn't realize yours had the two sapphires on it.
You can get it in white gold and you can get it in platinum.
Oh, good God. Look at that.
One of the guys on the channel
get that out of here.
One of the guys said, why would you get something that's in white gold? I said, because I know that it's platinum.
Look at that.
So,
that is incredible, bud. That's got the two blue sapphires. That is freaking incredible, bud. Hell yeah. And
you see the ring on my finger? My wife bought me that. That's a platinum ring. So it's just kind of things like the small things that make you feel like,
Good Lord, that's incredible, bud. Right there, it's focusing. Oh my God, that's incredible. Man,
it's a hard watch to focus. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful right there. And it's one of the only watches. It's the only day dates that actually have the engraving, the plaque that says day date there underneath the center.
Oh, it's at the bottom and at the top there. It's got yep.
But I gotta tell you, those blue sapphire markers just kill it. It just kills it. And those two sapphire markers stamp it as a masculine watch, bud. I'm telling you, it ideally stamps that watch to say men's watch. I'm telling you, Don't
two
ever
guys,
please.
two guys today that I consider to be manly men, and both of them looked at it and they didn't even question the diamonds. They just said that's fantastic.
Yeah.
They both loved
That's
it, you know.
incredible.
So
Absolutely the best watch in the world. Hats off to you.
so
I mean, I
the
don't
last show
know
that
if
we
you
did,
can top, all of your watch journey. I think you've reached the ultimate watch in your watch journey right there. For me, it's attaining my FP Journes. Maybe one day it'll be attaining something like that too. But for now, I'm stuck on my Journes. But I think that's a good one. That's a holy grail attained right there, man.
and that's kind of what I talked about with profit is, I'm trying to cut down. I know a lot of people on the channel think I'm a flipper. I only trade my watches to better watches, and I only do it with my ADs. So I don't do it with other,
8 o'clock.
And hey, there's
my AD, and that to me gets me. You know what I mean?
And there's a couple you've made mistakes on
like
getting rid of too.
The way to deal with them.
Like there's a couple you've made mistakes on too. So I mean, I know you wish you could go back and take back that Patek, the Patek sale, right? The limited Patek.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was the worst thing to ever get rid of.
Yep,
right?
Yep, that was stupid. Yes. So I made a couple of stupid moves because everybody. It's not even me. It's like as soon as you get it, people's like, "Go sell that right now. Go sell that right now," because that's what you're going to get. Mm-hmm. And that was during. I'm kind of glad that big hype time is done, because now I don't even worry about selling anything or trading anything. I just wait till the AD calls me. You know what I mean? So when they call me, if they want to trade something, then I'll think about it. And if I don't like it, I won't. They don't push me, so.
Yeah.
But I will say that there's been a couple watches the last week that my ADs called and said, hey, we got this and we got that, and that's on your list, and you haven't got them yet, but they're used. So that whole Rolex, used deal. My AD's always done that. He's always sold used Rolexes. They usually come from his shop, and they called me like yesterday or the day before and said, come in and get this two-tone, whatever it was, and he said it is used, but he said it's at market value. So he said, we'll get you a good price if you want to come in and get it, which kind of, I'm not like that. I'm just, I like everything to be new. It doesn't have to be, but anyway. So just so everybody knows, I'm not always that guy that just jumps to the first deal that I can. I told him I'd see him maybe Tuesday, after I got back and stuff. So not tomorrow. I'm not going there, but I think that was the two-tone Sea Dweller he asked me about. So, but yeah, that watch right there, that comes in white gold and platinum. That watch.
Absolutely incredible.
So, and yes, like you said, I think I'm at the end of the journey because I don't think I'm going to be searching for anything else at this point. So
yeah, very good.
Because what do you do? You keep pushing, and you're going to wind up, like you said, that
why don't you take a look? You've reached the pinnacle of your Rolex collection. So maybe now you can kind of sit back and if there's some of them that you don't want, get rid of them. But other than that, maybe you want to look at AP. Maybe you want to look at FP Journe. Maybe you want to look at Patek. Maybe there's something else that you might have fun grabbing, taking a look at. Maybe the A. Lange & Son.
Well, and I wish there was. I love the A. Lange & Son. Yeah, I do love them. The Zeit watch is great. That's fantastic, and I like their new sport watch that they've had out. Here I am with AP. I've got the AP. So I mean, that's a 50th anniversary. So it's got the thing on the back. It's got the marks on the back. But I mean, yes. What do you? Once you get to the one point, I mean, at some point you got to just sit back and enjoy what you got, I think, and just enjoy it.
So this little section here talks about your dial.
That's where I'm at.
This is your dial, Optimal Brilliance. This dial features 8 baguette cut diamonds and 2 baguette cut sapphires at 6 and 9 o'clock. We might as well enjoy your watch a little bit. You know, it's not that often someone gets one of these, right? But
Right.
diamonds, sapphires.
No, I
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
Let's
sorry.
see.
Go ahead.
Let's see. That's what we basically wanted to see. So it's got 10 baguette cut pieces on it. How many little diamonds are there? It doesn't say.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea.
It says the stones are entrusted to gem setters who skillfully place each precious stone onto the watch by hand, one by one, assuring precision to within hundredths of a millimeter. Yeah.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. And you see that where it says Rolex and date at the bottom?
Yes.
When you show that to people, they can see that right away. And I seen a person today with a gold fake date, and you know, you can tell. I was in the airport, of course, so I seen a lot of nice watches, a lot of bad watches, but you can tell the difference between what's real and what's not, you know, and the quality on this one.
And for all of those people out there who are into watches that are handmade and stuff, you have to appreciate that there are lots of handmade Rolexes indeed, you know.
And I would think this would have to be one of them. You know, I would think this would take a little bit of time to do it. They're not just going to throw diamonds on there and say it's Rolex and charge 92 grand for it, you know. So it's,
and it is true, they do have the highest quality diamonds, you know, from the market.
Well, that's to me, that's it. In other words, yeah, you got the pave from Rolex, and I think that makes a big difference. Like, there's all these new watches that I think right now would make more money than this resale wise, but this in 20 years, you know, this is the kind of watch that I want to give my son. I think in the end, this is the thing. When you pass it on, this is the one that I want to pass on.
Boy, can you hold that dial up to the screen for us one more time there? It looks, wow, the blue sapphires are just to die for.
Tell me which angle is better, but I wish I had a better camera for you.
Oh, right there. Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, that'll focus. That looks pretty good. Oh, right there. Yeah. Wow. I'm just in pure awe of that watch. That's incredible. Good Lord.
And to think the bezel is platinum, which they never had before. So this watch before had the smooth bezel. If they done it before this year, it was smooth bezel. And I have a watch with smooth bezel, and the smooth bezel gets scratched real quick. So I think it's a great.
I think that's a watch you're going to be very careful with while you're wearing it.
Well, and that's the great thing about dates is you don't have to be that careful. You know, I'm going to get scratches on this, but you're not going to see them. You know, I'm not going to try not to ding it real hard or anything, but I'm going to get scratches on and that's the date. The bracelet is great. It doesn't show much, you know, all that stuff. So I don't know. I think this is one that you can wear and you can actually enjoy it. And
wow, right there.
And
wow.
I think all day dates I think are like this, you know, but
it's just just going to change the name of the title for this show to Appreciating Rolex Date.
They definitely done a really good job with this. This was, and if you could see the sapphires in person, they look black on here, but they are very blue in regular light.
It's very blue. It's coming through very well.
Good.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's funny how things work out because my wife bought me that ring in platinum, and I said, "What? I'm never going to have nothing to match that." And you know, 2 years later, I got this, so
Mhm.
it works out nice. So I wear this ring every time I wear that watch,
Nice.
and I feel bad for the guys who can't wear their watches right now because of the crime rate. Because that's
Don't let your guard down, though, man. Be careful.
yes, no, yeah,
Be
no,
careful.
that's
That's something somebody will follow you and plan it out for a week ahead of time
yeah, no,
and things
I
like
know
this. Be careful.
that's why it took me a minute to get my stash here because I keep
Thanks for
a
sharing that.
couple in the safe, and then most of them stay in the bank. So yeah, I don't mess around, but yeah, it's a good it's the best one that I bought, I think. So, and when they offered me to trade in the ice blue, I love the ice blue, and I thought to myself, how many times will I see this compared to the ice blue? And I've seen the ice blue twice now. I only have this. You cannot find this on any of the sites. You can find it in white gold. You can't find it in the platinum. You know. So
Right.
but that orange one, I like that a lot. I like the new ones this year. The 36 new ones are really nice.
Man, there's an incredible amount of variations, isn't there?
Thanks, Deacon. Yeah, well, that's I think that's Omni. That's the color of the blue and the green. I think it's called
Okay.
Omni Blue and Omni Green. Yeah,
Okay.
but anyway, yes, it's very. There's a lot of different styles because so many people have different taste. You know, there's so many guys with different taste. So,
Oh, this one's clean.
and then they also got to be able to offer guys.
The one here in the
Yeah,
center, that one's clean. No diamonds at all. Just the rainbow sapphires all around in the the pave diamond, I mean, but it's clean. No bezel, diamond bezel, no diamond bracelet. I like that one
yeah, okay,
in the
yeah.
center.
Let's see that. That's nice. Yep, I had to bring it up. That's 36 too. I mean,
Yeah,
they definitely. And then look at the one to the right of it. It's champagne with diamonds all around it. So, but then below that, look at the Isaac Kaiser with the diamond bezel. That's pretty sharp right there. That gets as good as it is.
I'm not so sure about these. The way the diamond bezels are in these. I'm not sure if I'm digging them as a masculine feature on the watch, to be honest. So I'm trying to kind of stay away from them a little bit if I'm looking at them. You know what I mean?
Yes, but Rolex does them so well that when you see them in person,
Yeah.
because I thought that about the Yachtmaster with the Pave dial. And then I seen one in Vegas. Remember I told you about it, and
Yeah.
I tried it on. It was super heavy, which I like, and it was beautiful. I mean, they just do it so well that
Yeah. I
I know
think
the
that one's a little different on the sport watch. It comes off as
yeah,
masculine
that's true.
feature because it's on the sport watch, I think, bud.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of rappy, like
Yeah,
rappy, like rap starry,
right. Yeah, that can be definitely. Yeah, and maybe that's why they had it sitting out in Vegas too. So,
Mm-hmm.
because I've
I
noticed
would
different watches like that,
that
Miami, Vegas.
when you mention that, I would, what I would love to see and love to have a Yachtmaster pave dial, all diamond encrusted, like what you're talking about, on a rubber strap, on the oyster strap. That would
Yep,
be
and yep,
sharp.
that's what I seen it on in Vegas.
Oh,
Yep,
was
that's
it
what
on
I
the
seen it
strap?
on.
Okay.
Yep,
So there you go.
it
Yeah.
was on the strap. It was 48,000, I think,
We'll probably see it here.
for
They
the
probably
40.
got them here.
Oh yeah, they got it. Yeah, unless they've discontinued, because they've done a lot of discontinuing that people don't realize either. So,
Wow, that one really shows the colors and
but
the
the
vibe.
chocolate,
Look
I
at
can only
that.
imagine what that looks like in person. Yeah,
That really shows the vibrance.
there you go. Yeah, that's a Miami, Las Vegas watch. Yeah, That's a beachside watch if I ever seen one. Yeah.
And look at that. That's an Everose gold. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It seems like the Everose gold is the color of the dial, right?
Oh, they want you. They want you to buy the Everose. Everose is the most popular for me. I think Rolex likes Everose the best out of anything right now. I think that's their like number one metal that they want to use. But today I was at the airport. I seen one of each of these. The lefty and the Hulk. So I seen one of each of these at the airport today. It's crazy. So, and then I probably seen 10 Pateks, but I couldn't tell you 50 whatevers, but
the Sprite's not very common at all, and the price on that is pretty high up there, isn't it? 15,000.
I did see one. I seen one today. I seen a Hulk. No, I seen a Sermon, and I seen this. I did not see the Hulk. I seen the Sermon, and I seen this. Did not see the Hulk. But I mean, to me, that's. Some people were saying they're going to turn that into a right-hand watch, but I don't. I agree with Mark Goldberg that that's going to stay a lefty, and that's going to be it. That's probably going to be discontinued within a year or two. I don't think that will stay a high. There's not a lot of left-handed. I mean, there is a lot of left-handed people, but even the left-handed people, they get embarrassed. You know how many people asked me why I wear my watch on my right hand? It's unbelievable. They think you're showing off.
Why would you be showing off?
All the time. All the time. Why is it on your right? Right. That's what I said. I told him. I said, you can see this on either hand.
Oh, because you shake with that hand.
Because you shake with that hand, right? You go in with that hand. That's your entrance.
Yeah.
And I had a guy last night.
Usually the cuff always covers your watch.
Right.
But
right, exactly. And so last night,
funny,
my son's a lefty too, and he was wearing the root beer.
When I was a kid, I used to wear my watch on my right wrist, and I don't know why. And then somewhere I switched. So.
Because it was easy for me. It was easier to pull it was just easier for me to pull it and put it on. And I wore a lot of Swatch watches when I was a kid, and I love them, and that's why I'm so disappointed in the Moon Swatch. But
hey, I'm curious about that Yachtmaster diamond. Is that that would have been a Yachtmaster original Yachtmaster 1, right?
Yes, that was the no, that was the same one that they put on the. I think it's the Yachtmaster 2.
Let me see.
Thanks, Deacon. Yes, he said I can roll around him. Let me put the watches. Thanks for sharing this watch. Thanks, Deacon. And switch upper. Right. I don't. You're right. I don't desk dive with my left hand, or I wouldn't write with this on. But it's more a matter of comfort than anything.
God, this is a great lineup. The Yachtmasters. It's the okay. If we want to do a show, we should do a show one time on the most unappreciated Rolex lineup, which would be the Yachtmaster.
Yes, but here is my question about the new Yachtmaster that just come out. Okay,
this one here.
Yeah, they say it's titanium.
22?
Right? Yeah, it's titanium, right?
Yes.
It's titanium, but the bracelet itself is steel. Is that right? So the whole watch isn't titanium. The watch itself is titanium, but
I don't know.
The bracelet.
Let's look. Let's check it out. Oh, there.
I wish I knew.
That's amazing. Oh, there's the eagle. That's the eagle eye. Oh my God, I want that watch. Oh my God, I want that one. I really do want this one, bud. I want this Eagle Eye.
Yeah, the Eagle Eye. Yeah, that's a stone dial too, believe it or not. Yeah, you don't realize it.
That's incredible. I need to find an AD that's going to work with me again because mine just doesn't work with me.
So that's a 42, which is the same size as the Sky Dweller. So that's a big watch.
Titanium, grade 5 alloy. No, the bracelet's in titanium too.
Yeah. Is it? Okay. Well, there you go. That's
right
good.
Here it says,
That's good. I'm glad to hear that because
it says right here, using Rolex titanium to create the case and bracelet also reduces the weight of the watch by about 1/3 compared to the same watch in oyster steel. And you can see it matches. Look at the coloring matches. It matches. Wow. So titanium. So
that's good. That's good. I thought yeah, it made no.
So this is a big deal.
It's got to be.
This is a big deal, huh?
You know, you. Oh, that's a big deal. Yeah, that's a big. And to me, that's going to be one of them watches that you cannot get. How many are they going to make unless they, they've been producing this now for like 2 years. They had some guy that was seen wearing this in the ocean 2 years ago. So, but I think it's a super sharp watch. But how many people are going to want to see that?
Check that out. The whole thing's satin finish, no polished sides at all. You see that, bud?
Yep. And none of it's polished. Yep.
Nice. Very nice.
Just that one rim, but that's big, kind of giant, deep
watch. That'll be like a nice looking watch.
But the Deep Sea Challenger was $25,000, right? And it's going for like almost double that on the side. This one's like 15, I think. Would you actually pay 30 to get that off of somebody? Because you're not getting that off an AD.
Damn. If I'm one of these guys sporting like this, I guess I would. If I had to have it. You know how it is.
Was one of them. It was the USA guy. I think there was.
If you have to have it, you know how it is, man.
Well, and your son sails, so
my son's a sailor.
It's got to be what's. Yes, so I mean, I could see you wanting to get him that and hang on to it, and
he's also into
have it ready for him.
He's also now he's also a goalie, a goaltender in water polo too.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's water. That's a water watch. I don't know much about titanium. I don't know how they scratch. I don't know how they wear.
I don't think it would.
No?
Yeah, I don't think it would scratch. And the whole thing is satin, no polished sides.
Which is always great. Beautiful. Yeah, because...
Beautiful.
Yeah. Now,
I don't think they have a watch like that, do they?
Does that have a quick release on the excuse me, does that have the
extension?
You know what I'm saying, the new quick extension?
It does.
I wonder. It does. It's got it, right? Did. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It did for sure. I saw it. I read it.
So that's good because that's what you need for that type of watch. But that right there in Pave is amazing. That watch that you just popped up. That's amazing. Actually, the Yachtmaster is probably the most unappreciated watch that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Really, and they still ain't discontinued the blue, so you can still get the blue.
Those are gorgeous right here. These Emerald golds are gorgeous.
Yeah. And then they got the yellow gold now, so I think.
Oh, and they got the rotating bezel now. They didn't rotate before.
Right now it rotates. Yeah. So it's always deflects and it rotates.
Yeah, It's rotating bezel now, guys. It's a rotating bezel. That's something a lot of us didn't know about or forgot about. That's a pretty nice new design feature on this guy.
No, that's a beautiful. It's the most. Most underappreciated watch right there. Even the two-tone is gorgeous. I mean, it's.
Let me see if I can pull up.
When my friends and my family
Mm-hmm.
ask me to do them a favor and get them a Rolex watch, it's a Yachtmaster of some sort.
Oh, here it is. The 37? Right here, 37?
Yeah, well, there's a 40. I tried on the 40. There's a 40, and it's super heavy. But that's the 37, yes. And I think that you could even wear that as a man. That's
Sure. It's going to wear large as a 37
oh
compared
yeah,
to my
it wears
president.
large, and I mean there's the
Oh,
40
there we
right
go.
there.
That's
There's
the
the 40.
one. That's the one.
Yeah, that's it. See that watch? I tried that on, and before I even tried that on, I said, I'm not gonna like this.
Good Lord, I should get that, huh, bud?
And
I like
oh
that.
man, I tried that on. It was like 40 at the time. That was like 2 years ago. It was 48 grand plus tax.
And look, it says Yachtmaster on
And
it. Says
I had a good, yeah, I had a good night in the casino. I won 30 grand, and I should have bought it because that's a nice watch.
This is one to put on the list right here, bud, for sure, huh?
Yes, yep. Now, if you have any type of water, water sports around you, that's the one to have if you want. That's something you could wear to sail, to the yacht club.
You know
Wherever
you
you
know
want
what
to
I'm
go with
doing
that,
with my
you can
phone
wear
as we're
that.
going through these? I'm sending these to my fucking AD guy. I'm telling him, or this. I'm sending him pictures.
My AD guys are so sick of hearing from me the last month. They don't even want to talk to me. So it's like, and every single one of them is telling me 2 watches a year, 3 watches a year. That's it. That's all you're getting this time. So that's.
Yeah.
And then I have to remind them that I bought watches before the hype and before I have to go to the manager and.
Hey, let me ask you if my AD called me with a green day date, obviously that's a no-brainer. You buy that on the button.
No
right?
brainer.
Okay. What about
that. Yep, 100%.
what about the 40? What about that 40 Eisenkeisel? You buy that off the
Absolutely buy that.
Okay.
You buy that 100%. You buy that. Okay. You buy that. Them
This
watches
one,
that you don't
this
see
one here,
in
you might not get your money. You might not sell all your.
No, this one here you'll lose money if you're not buying this because you don't love it.
Yeah,
then don't buy it.
You would lose money on
this one here you'll lose probably 10 grand on. But Eisenkeisel green.
I'm not gonna lie though. I would want this one the most out of the 3 we just talked about.
Well, then that's why you buy it because by the time you get rid of the ones that you love, they've already come up in value anyway. It doesn't matter.
This is a hot. This is a hot one right here, baby.
Yep.
This is a hot one right here, baby.
Yep. That's one of the ones that I feel like I missed out on when I left and didn't buy it because the next day I come back and it was gone. So when them dealers tell you, I mean, some of them, I don't know. I'm sure other ones use different things, but he knew who I was. And I tried that on, and he said, if you don't come back and you don't buy it tonight, it's going to be gone tomorrow. And he wasn't even working the next day. And I went in. I went in the next day, and the lady that was there, she said, "Oh yeah, Bruce was here last night, but she said that watch is gone today. That's gone." She said that was sold. So yeah, that's one of them watches that you wish that you would have, thought a little harder about.
So if you go to Vegas, to let's say the one that you go to there, you don't even need to have any relationship or anything there. It's just by chance they have it out there and you can buy it.
They've got like 6 stores there. So you go to all 6 stores and you walk in with a Rolex on and they see you coming. They're watching you walking in that door. I bought this off them just last fall. It was sitting there. And he said it was getting ready to close. It's just a date just with diamonds. But I love it. And I've got it in rhodium and black. And so the rhodium one was sitting there, and he said, I seen you coming in. He said, obviously you're a buyer. So he said, I've got 2 watches for sale. He said, I've got that one. And he said, I've got a woman's one. Which one do you want? I said, I want that. All right. And there was 5 minutes left for the store to close. And he sold me that watch in 5 minutes. We went back, boom, boom, boom. Here it is, bang, bang, bang. It took him longer to take the stickers off, you know what I mean, talking to me than anything. That was the longest thing. I said, I said, I don't need you to take off the stickers. He said, no, I have to. But so yeah, there's a lot of dealers there, and if you happen to know.
Oops. Let's see if Bud comes back on. If not, we'll be ending the show. So let's see what happens. Man, what a great watch. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that absolutely incredible? What a watch, huh? That's a SuperStar watch. That's something Jay-Z would wear.
Yeah, you got me now. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you walk into them places, especially if you gamble a little bit, the pit boss will walk you into that Rolex and he will say, this guy just spent or made a lot of money with us. They will bring watches up just for you. So the Rolex might not be showing anything, but if a pit boss walks in there with you,
Sure,
they will show you the 3 or 4 watches that they're selling. It's weird. It's
no, I
the
know
only
that.
place.
No, I know how that works. Yeah.
It's right. You know how that works, but in Vegas it works differently because them pit bosses hold a lot of leverage, you know, with them dealers. So it's weird how they do that. So, and that's how I got them to show me the yacht master with the Pave dial. With the pit boss walked in with me. He said, "What do you got for my man tonight?" And they brought that out and said,
Well, next time when I'm ready to pull the trigger on that, I'm going to fly to Vegas and meet you out there next time you go. That's the way.
And I mean, that's it. I mean, I find that it's better to go there than anywhere if you're trying to get lucky. So that's the place to go. It really is. Because there's 6, 7, 8 real big dealers there.
Because Vegas is super quick. It's just a quick city.
It's super quick. And Caesar's Palace they used to have 3 of them. Now they've combined them all into one big store. And it's a real nice, it's brand new. That's where I got this black one out here. And, like I said, as soon as I come there, he seen me coming. I seen him looking at me as I come walking through my door. As through his door, I was wearing a nice watch. My wife was wearing the Eisenkaisel. And so he literally looked and said to the guy to the left of him, this guy's a buyer. And he said, here you go. Here's what we got tonight. So it was crazy. It was one of the craziest things I've seen.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big super special watch or anything, but in other words, that's what he looked and said. He said, it's, Tuesday night, it's almost 9 o'clock. Let's sell this watch. So that's the way that they are, but I don't know. I think the day dates are where it's at right now. I think they've really, brought them up in the world. So, which day dates was always their main thing anyway, but sports watches have become so crazy lately that people forget about this stuff,
Yeah,
so
they forget about this stuff.
They forget about the good stuff, So,
and you know what's interesting? Yeah, I think after a few years in our journey or whatever you want to call it, maybe we're getting a little older. We're leaning
a little older. Yep, you want something that's
these day dates.
Yep,
when it comes,
it changes. It changes your whole vision about the watch game changes.
Well, we already got the sports watches too already.
Right.
We've
done that. We've done that. We've had them. I've sat and looked at them, not wore them. This one I have not wore 2 times. This is the new hot watch, the lefty, and I
that would look great on a rubber B.
I have not wore this twice.
It's on a Jubilee too.
I like having it. Yeah, it's on Jubilee, which was good because my Pepsi came on the Oyster. So it was nice to have, and you can switch them. Supposedly you can switch them.
Okay.
But so like I could switch the Pepsi into the Jubilee, and I could switch this into the Oyster. But I haven't tried that yet, but yeah, so it's nice to get a little bit of difference, but I just don't. Once you get to a point, you kind of don't wear them anymore, unless you're going on the water or something like that, then you can kind of wear them. Or if I'm going to Mexico, this would be a watch that if I'm going to Mexico, I'd wear that everywhere because I used to wear the. I used to wear the
wear
whole.
anything over in Mexico, man. You're crazy.
People said that. I brought 2 watches. I brought a rose gold Sky Dweller to Mexico, and I brought a Hope to Mexico.
Timex. I'll take my Timex down there, bro.
Nah, you gotta enjoy life. Fuck it. I don't drive off the main road.
You gotta make sure you stay. Gotta make sure you stay alive too.
Yes, I stay at the resort. I don't go down the roads like the guys looking for flowers and stuff, So, but yeah, so it's fun. But I mean, I know we've done mostly just tonight on day dates. So.
I think we're good. We did an hour and a half on day dates. I think it was a good talk. I enjoyed it a lot.
But there's
what should we talk about next? What should we go OP? Just OP.
OP and oh man, there's so many this year.
We can hit a couple. Maybe we'll do Yachtmaster and Oyster.
Yachtmaster, OP, and then maybe discontinues from them as well because it was a lot of discontinues as well. So
I'm also really excited to do the new Cellini, which looks like the Patek Calatrava.
Yes, yeah,
that's going to be one of my favorite ones to talk about. To be honest,
that's a watch that I would buy right there. I would buy that watch because you know me, I'm not big into the dress watch, but I would buy that just because it's a Rolex and it's a dress watch.
Yeah, I think they really knocked it out of the park with that one.
Good job. It beats the hell out of the AP 1159. Beats the hell out of it.
Oh, it does, huh?
Yeah, and I have one, but yeah, it's like $5,000 less, $6,000 less, and yeah, depending on which one you get, obviously, but it's $5,000 or $6,000 less than the one that I got. Yeah, and yeah, if I see that watch.
But what do you get? Do you get a Patek or do you get the Rolex? It's or do you get them both? I mean, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? That watch is really similar to a
I think if you're a Patek guy or if you're an AP guy, you get them. But if you're a Rolex guy, I think you've got to get this new dress Rolex. I think you got to have it.
It's a great looking.
If you got a collection, you want to put that right there and just have it, and so many people when you go to I just went to a wedding, and so many people when you're wearing a suit, they like the leather they like the gold with the leather. They like that. They think it's classy, So yeah, I would step
down. Yeah.
I'm buying.
You don't wear a sports watch, in the evening, so to speak. Right, and a lot of people stick to that,
Right, 100%. Yeah. So, but no, if I get a chance to get that watch, I'm gonna get it just for it's a Rolex, and it's. I probably should have got a Cellini because they was offering good discounts on them before they sold, before it was all done. I remember the ADs had 2 and 3 of them at the same time. So probably should have bought one of them when you could,
What kind of discounts do you figure they were offering on those?
Oh my God, I think them watches was 21,000 and they was knocking $5,000 off them.
I see.
You could have bought one for 16, 17.
Well, I guarantee you the new one, as much as you and I may like it, it's still not going to do more volume or business for them. And at some point we'll be able to get a discount on them too, I'm going to imagine. Yep. Let them learn that, and then you'll.
Yeah, they're really going to have to step up their game to get into that atmosphere with them dress watches.
I mean, maybe they can use a strategy of not keeping it in stock, and that might work for them. I don't know.
Right. Maybe keeping it, hard to get, but at the same time, I would think that they got to get it out there with people wearing it for anybody to want it, So it's a hard strategy that they got to deal with, that's for sure. So
yeah, you're welcome, Decon. Thanks everybody for joining. I think we're gonna call it a show. What do you think, bud? Thank you for joining,
Decon. Craig.
I'm glad you were able to do it, and this was a good comeback show. We needed to do it. The last one was a comeback show too, and then we disappear for 3 months. This was the longest we've disappeared, so we don't want to make that happen again. So being that there's all these new releases with Rolex, let's let's try to come back again in a few days
Yes,
or
yes.
whenever you're
And
available. Let's make it happen.
Yes, this week I'm open, man.
Okay.
So let's do it again, yeah. Because thanks, guys, for coming and just sitting with us and listening to our bullshit. We appreciate it. So
Thank you. Give us
and
a thumbs up, subscribe, like,
absolutely.
share the
Do that.
channel. Tell everybody to come over here. We're going to be shooting the shit about watches again. All right, guys? And we'll get Clivers on here. Maybe we can do a show earlier. We usually go on Bud's timing, but we'll try to get something done earlier. So Clivers
Blame that on me.
or maybe I can do a couple of shows, just Clivers and I, like I used to do too, because of the time. 7 a.m. with Clive, 7 p.m. with Bud, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm not doing 7 a.m. I can tell you. But I know you're up. But, yeah, absolutely. Get Clive on here to get some more people. So, absolutely. Guys, come on and talk because Rich is great. He knows all the shit. So, appreciate you guys, Deacon, Jay Sykes, all the guys that come.
We're the ones that most accurately predicted the entire watch market. We called the top right to the exact month.
Evan, Vince, I don't want to miss anybody that's here. So all you guys, thanks. Appreciate you coming all the time. So, but yes, I think we're the most accurate guys in the game. So no, just kidding. I'm not accurate. I'm all over the place. Yeah, we've been good, man.
We called that. We called that top. We called it minute to minute, man.
A broken watch is right twice a day, though. So that's something that happens. Come guys, watch, and Rich enjoys it. I enjoy it, and so come back and please watch and interact. If the chat's going a lot more crazy, I would actually buy. If the chat was fucking going, I would actually buy a camera and set up all that stuff. And my wife and kids, they actually want to buy me a camera and all that shit. And I only do it because, me and Rich don't do it enough. But we got to do it more, Rich. So we got to do it more. But I always enjoy talking to you.
All right, buddy. Okay.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Good night. Have a good night. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.